Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. Today I'll be sharing a story with us. And in that story, there are so many lessons to be learned. I want you to sit back and pay attention. I was told of a story of a king and his male servant. This male servant will always tell the king that everything that happens is for our good, that God is a perfect God, that God does not make mistake, that God knows us and everything that happens is for our good. And anytime the king is discouraged, the male servant will always tell him that God is a perfect God. So one day they went hunting and the king was attacked by a wild animal. The male servant killed the animal, but he could not prevent the king from losing one of his fingers. And the king was so furious that he said, "Why did your God allow the wild animal to attack me and even make me to lose one of my fingers?" And the servant said, "Despite all that happened, one thing that I can say is that God is a perfect God. God does not make mistake. Everything works together for our good." This infuriated the king the more that he authorized that the servant be put in prison, and the servant was cast into prison. And on another day, the king went hunting on his own. And he was captured by cannibals. And they took him to their altar where they wanted to sacrifice him to their gods. And before devouring him, they now found out that he had a missing finger. And they could not use him for sacrifice because he was considered as incomplete. And he was released. He came to his palace. He ordered for the release of his servant. And he told the servant what happened, that he would have been used for a sacrifice, but that his God saved him. And then the servant said, "I told you that God is a perfect God. God does not make mistake. He sees the end from the beginning, that everything that happens to us is for good." And the king said, "Wait a minute. If your God was good, why did your God allow me to put you in prison?" And the servant said, "Master, if I wasn't put in prison, I would have gone with you to hunt, and I would have been used as sacrifice because I had no missing finger." And the king was like, "Now I know that God is good." And he had a change of mind. Are you out there? Are you still grumbling? Are you still discouraged? Just like the servant will always say, that everything works together for our good. God knows the end from the beginning. Our plans, the Bible says, many are the plans of man, but it's the plan of God that prevails because he sees the end from the beginning. So he will always allow us, he will always take us through the right step. So wherever you are at this time, know that God is with you. He knows where you are at this time, and he'll be the one that will take you to the next level. So always appreciate him for where you are at the moment. Thank him for where you are at the moment, because when you thank him for where you are, he will take you to the next level. Let's not be like the king that does not understand. Let's not be like the king that will always want his way, will always want his plans to materialize. Let's be like the servant that knows that God is good. His ways are perfect. He sees the end from the beginning. Let's know that God sees us. He knows everything that happens to us as individuals, and he will take us to the next level. He said, "As the heaven is higher than the earth," he says, "so is my plan higher than your plan. My ways higher than your ways. My thoughts higher than your thoughts." So our plans should be under the canopy of God's plan. Our plans should align with God's plan. We should be connected with him because he's the one that will take us through the path of life. So Let's not be like the servant who went to hide the £1 that was given to him. On his master's return, he gave it back to him because he was not contented, because he was not happy that just £1 was given to him. Let's be appreciative of where we are, and God will take us to the next level. Because even that person you are envying, you don't even know whether you are better than that person, because you don't know what the person is going through. So let's thank God. Let's be grateful. Put a smile on your face this day, knowing that everything works together for them that love God. Until I come your way again, have a blessed day. If you like this video, please like and share. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Remain blessed. Bye.